Welcome everyone back to Waterdeep. We're gonna do a little meta here. Standing in front of the blue alley.
Yay.
Enter Elfgeist.
Would we have wanted to get supplies before we just hop on into the blue alley? Even though we're right here, and maybe this happened along the way. Did anyone want to? Or, I don't know. Also, everyone's financial sitch. If we can even afford it.
What?
Supplies?
Yeah, potions, etc.
I've got a potion of healing.
I
So you
still
did.
have my healing potion as well.
2 potions of healing.
Okay, so we have some. Okay, fair enough.
Something.
It's pretty much all I have as far as potions go.
Yeah, I'm kind of broke. I'm spending all my money like
What?
spending my
To
money
tell you
like
the
a
truth,
rich
I don't
guy.
even. Yeah, I'm not even.
And we've got a mage, a ranger, 2 harpers, a cleric, a warrior. I mean, we can kill our food in there.
I like the combo. Like someone will know alchemy amongst them, and we can just make our own gold. That's good.
You are down good berries. I will point that out.
I
That's
have
true.
17 gold pieces. Is that I don't know what the.
Yeah, I don't think that's gonna help.
That's a good amount of coin.
It is. I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know what you guys are
Living in the
thinking about
woods
buying.
for the majority of the year, I'm not quite up on the current inflation rate in town.
Hmm.
Right.
My only buy would have been a health potion, but if we have that amongst the group, then that's fine.
Health potion.
I think Rhea.
Yeah.
And correct me
Well,
if I'm wrong, Rhea. You
Again,
have,
I got the healing.
Yep.
can,
I have the healing ability. It was.
I have what?
Yeah.
Rhea has the ability to heal as well, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
The only thing we're missing is the berries.
Okay.
Yeah, Donovan's under the assumption
Do we
that
need to buy them, or do we need
I
to
don't-
gather them?
I think it's just a
I had no
cantrip.
idea. They were with
no,
Twyla had them.
only Harlow has access to the berries, and they only last for a day, so if we got stuck in there for longer than a day, they wouldn't be of any use to
I
us.
guess if anyone would have any left, they could still eat them.
Yeah, I don't have any. But I'm feeling brave. Look at this. We got this awesome group of
Wait, you cut out there.
adventurers.
Boss.
Oh, I heard
Yeah.
just silence. Did it cut out? I just heard silence for a little bit.
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
quiet.
He just cut out. He was talking.
Oh, I was just saying we have this.
No, I was going to say that I'm set.
Yeah, I say let's do it.
Yeah, we got to find
I'm eager to see what's beyond this.
the Stone of Glore awaits just past this book. I guess.
Hopefully, I mean, we'll see.
Yeah, I hope so.
Do you know what this thing? You said you knew what it looks like, right, Rhea?
Yeah, it's can fit in the palm of your hand, almost like not quite a football shape, but a little skinnier.
Right.
Has what looks like 3 eyes on it. Very easy to spot.
All right.
Well, a podium of gleaming sodalite stands a few feet inside the alley here, and atop that podium lies a quill beside a heavy book bound in blue leather.
And you said there's signatures on it. Assuming it's like a check-in sort of book.
Many, many signatures. Looks like they probably go back years. Thick book.
I mean, I feel like I would be really comfortable just going up and signing my name right off the bat and seeing what happens.
Yeah.
Yeah, we left off
Me
with you
too.
pretty much holding the quill, ready to sign, and Elfgeist was like, hold it, hold it, hold it.
Yeah.
All for this potential retcon for supplies. I would imagine. So,
I mean, I would say if there's no further objections, I'll go ahead and sign my name.
Well, and just for the sake of completeness, what supplies do you feel you're lacking? Maybe someone has it. I mean, did you ask people what they have in their packs and
oh,
stuff?
we did. I was just if we would have a few health potions amongst us, and we do.
Oh,
So it seemed, and also we discussed that some of us can heal. Actually, a lot of us can, which is pretty cool. I can.
Yeah, I wouldn't be worried there.
Yeah, I mean, so I'll go ahead and sign it.
As soon as
Nice.
Aldous is done signing it, I'll look at him really close. You feel all right?
I think so. I really can't tell.
right in the middle of his talking, bloomp, he blinks out of sight. Donovan.
Oh shit! Ugh. I'll grab the quill. Actually, is Rhea standing
Did
there?
anybody else see this happen, or was it just Donovan?
Yeah, you saw it too, if you were paying attention.
Did you guys see that? All this just disappeared out of thin air.
Looks like it's the way in.
Shit. I'll pick up the quill really quick and scribble my name on the line just below his as fast as I can. And then I'll turn around and look at the rest of the group.
I wait to see what happens.
How long?
And the words of Mert's words ring through your ears that years ago a secretive and reclusive mage constructed Blue Alley, a dungeon full of tricks, traps, and strange monsters. No one knows who the mage is. It is rumored that the mage secretly observes all those who enter Blue Alley, gambling with colleagues on the outcome of each venture within. The dungeon is very dangerous, but it is said to be full of fabulous treasure.
Shit, am I still here? I'm looking at the rest of the group.
Does anything happen to Donovan, or is he still just waiting there?
Did you sign the book, Donovan?
Oh yeah, as soon as he
Did he
vanished.
spell his name?
Oh yeah, Donovan can actually read and write. He did learn that.
So while you're asking that question, Rhea, Donovan, bloop, disappears before your eyes.
Okay, well that must be the way in. I think we need to stick together. We need to go and follow them. Make sure no one gets hurt or lost or,
Without
It's
saying
you all-
anything, I pick up the quill and I sign my name, ready to go.
So you all go on ahead. I'll watch the rear.
I also sign my name and eagerly wait.
All right, and one by one, Elfgeist, you see your party members sign this large blue leather-bound tome, and within a few seconds of signing it, the quill dropping from the air above the book down onto the book. Plup, plup.
And then once they all have, I do as well.
Well, it's just you and me. I'm just
Well-
looking at you like,
Well, he was waiting to be last.
what are the chances? Well, it's fine with me, but I mean, what are the chances we're all going to the same place?
Magically speaking, pretty good.
Yeah, because otherwise,
Aldous, you're standing in the same exact spot you were standing a moment ago, and one by one you see your party members. Bloom, bloom. A little pause. Then Rhea shows up. A longer pause. Then the last two, Elfgeist and Roland. And you're all standing in the same spot. And ahead of you,
so were we transported somewhere? Or are we still standing there? We're just in a different,
You're looking at the same thing you were looking at before. It's just you guys
like a parallel universe.
became invisible to each other for that period of time.
Oh, okay.
Oh my god, we're invisible.
Interesting.
The alley splits into branches running east and west. A brightly colored mural is painted on the northern wall of the intersection. It depicts numerous adventurers falling victim to every conceivable form of trap: scything blades, spiked pits, collapsing roofs, jets of fire, poison gas, and more are all featured.
Wall of Shame.
At the top of the mural, the word silver is painted above an arrow pointing east, while the word gold is pointing above an arrow pointing west.
What do you think that could mean?
Well, I don't know. The blue alleyway was painted blue, so I don't know if they're just colored street names, or if we head that way, we'll find silver on one end and gold at the other. I don't know.
Maybe.
It seems pretty literal.
Perhaps levels of challenge.
Or that. I think we need to decide on which direction to go and see what awaits.
I'll sort of look towards Rhea and like with a look sort of saying that I'll follow her wherever she decides.
Let's see. Can I roll a perception check to see if I notice anything additional about either direction?
Yes, please. Anything particular you may be looking at, let me know.
No, the map's not up on the screen, just so you know, DM. If that's not deliberate.
Oh, are you kidding me?
No.
What the crap?
Nah, we're still on the main page.
Oh my god. So stupid.
It's okay, we love you.
Good idea.
You're special.
Alright, it's
We
all
weren't sampling the Mad Elves tonight, were you?
What we got? 11 perception.
It's all black, by the way, right now. Wait, let me zoom out. Maybe I'm missing it.
Dare to zoom down.
No, I don't have anything up on it.
Oh, you should.
It's just black.
Hold on.
Yeah. You're only gonna see.
Wait.
You're only gonna see right around your characters.
I gotta go. All right, it's all the way to the right. I got it.
There it is. Okay, I found it. Oh boy. Oh boy.
So which way is which way?
Rhea seems to be inspecting this wall. What is everyone else doing?
Wait,
I
which
assist
way is?
in that perception.
Yes.
Where's the gold and silver sign?
On the ground.
The arrows on
Which way?
the floor.
On the ground there in the alleyway.
Above.
Wait,
At the top of the mural, the word
okay. I
silver is
see.
painted above an arrow pointing east, while the word gold is painted above an arrow pointing west.
I don't have the navigation thing, but I see that seems to be a splash. This is gold.
Yeah. Everyone want to confirm that you see yourselves on the map
I do not.
for me?
Yes.
I don't see
I don't see myself.
You do not. Okay. Thank you. Thank you.
I see everybody but Aldous and myself. There he is.
There
I am.
Yeah, I'm just sort of deferring to Rhea, since this is, for her quest. Basically, I'm sort of along the ride and wanting to support her decision.
So, Elf Geist, you gonna roll that?
What do you roll for an assist?
Wisdom, perception. I mean, you guys could help.
I'll help. I'll help as well.
Help.
If you say you're helping someone, they get advantage on their roll. So,
Okay.
let's see here. Elfgeist. Amidst the images in this mural, you see a small sentence hidden. And it says, 50 feet south of the barred window is a secret door. It kind of like comes into focus after you look at this particular pattern where you couldn't see it at all before. In fact, if you look at it a certain way, it kind of goes away, and then you kind of have to kind of get it back, and it comes back into focus suddenly when you position yourself just right. 50 feet south of the barred window is a secret door, it says.
And so I read that aloud.
Okay. I was going to say,
even though I have no idea what it
you
means.
can choose
I
to
do
keep
read it
stuff to
aloud.
yourself, but I'll we'll let everyone know.
No, that for sure I would read aloud.
I didn't hear it. What was it?
50 feet. Yeah, go ahead.
50 feet south of the barred window is a secret door.
That's right. And you guys searched this place for a few minutes now, and that's all that has been revealed.
Okay. Well, I guess either way is as good as any other.
What does your god tell you, Rhea?
Maybe I think we should see what's behind that secret door. There's
So I
always
guess-
a reason for a secret door.
Yeah.
Secret.
So I guess we're looking for a barred window then.
What is your god or goddess's name,
But
Rhea?
Bard? Is it? Would it be Bard or Bard?
Yeah,
Two R's?
which bard
Like
is
a-
it?
Look
like
that up yet, unfortunately.
Or like like a stained glass window with a bard singing.
How's it spelled, DM?
It's spelled BARRED.
Okay.
That's what I thought.
That is very clever, though.
No, I thought BARD at first. I thought.
No,
it
I
was
That's
like
what
stained
I
glass
thought
at first.
too. That's what I thought.
Actually,
too,
I'm
guys.
changing it. I'm changing it behind the scenes. It's definitely a barred door.
I'm sorry, Rhea. What was the name of your god or goddess?
I still have a bit of character development to do, unfortunately.
Okay. Is it a dwarven god or goddess?
Yes.
All right. I'm without us. I
Can
say
I like
Rhea leads the way.
maybe can I like peek around this corner?
If you'd like, I can look.
You
All
said you're
right.
peeking around that corner?
Show me where you're at. Let me see.
I'm peeking around this silver corner to see what I can see.
I think.
Before you go
I
too
can
far,
see
Aldous.
a door.
Before you go too far, Aldous. Before you go too far, I have.
He cares about you.
I have the ability, at least somewhat, to look for traps. So,
Oh, okay.
given what's on the
I'm that child on the leash.
given what's on the mural back there, I don't want to see anyone lose their head or a foot or fall into a pit filled with spikes, or if I can possibly prevent it. So, I should be up close to the front, I'm guessing, in order to do that, as much as I don't want to be the front line. Does anyone else have an issue with that?
I'll sort of shout out. I'll shout back and say, "Well, I see a door. I see a door. Come up, Donovan."
Oh, stuck. There we go. I'll get right up on Albus, right next to Albus. I will begin searching for traps as we are moving forward from here. It says I can use my investigation skill to do that.
Okay. Excellent.
So,
and please,
oh.
anyone that has special skills,
nope, we're safe.
You know, alert me to what you're doing. Scan your character sheet for any skills that could come into play, even if you're not even sure. Because I miss stuff. Like, certainly I'll prompt you if I'm aware, but it's just a good idea to always be glancing over your character sheet to see if something applies, if you think.
Well, coast is
well,
clear. We're
you
totally
found
safe.
no traps.
Could more of one of us do it, or I would do it as well?
Yeah,
Well,
I mean, you see what...
Being the only ranger here, you think there's something I could throw in here as far as that's concerned?
Am I able to move up and cast Detect Magic?
Yes.
Oh. Gosh. Dungeon wants us dead.
We're all bunched in the corner.
Do you have the black dice too now? Was that you? I thought Elf Dice just rolled.
It was.
Yeah, I rolled a 1.
I rolled a 7.
Oh, he rolled a 1 on his investigation. Well, you're trying to follow Donovan, like he runs his hand along the wall. You do the same. You're just trying to follow what he's doing, to try to look for stuff. He points out where the brick looks like different in one area and takes you a second to see it. So it's not going really well. Detect magic.
Come on, Ray. Yeah. Oh, that was rolling.
What did I roll?
13.
Oh.
Concentration up to 10 minutes. So for the duration, you sense the presence of magic within 30 feet. You sense like a brilliant light. If you could see this energy that you're sensing, it would be blinding. You close your eyes, but the light is still there, Rhea. It's blinding even beyond the senses of your eyes, blinding in a magical sense. How the amount of magic coming off of the area 30 feet around you.
Am I able to tell which direction it's coming from?
All directions.
Like, that doesn't seem good.
Well, it could be us. It's not detect evil magic, is it? I mean, we're somehow enhanced magically.
Yeah, it's just detect magic. But I would think it would maybe be not our party.
Yeah, it's
just by virtue of signing that book, we turned invisible. So, I mean, I got to think the whole area is probably enchanted in some fashion.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
As you say that,
Yeah.
Aldous and based on Aldous and Roland's perception and investigation skills, Roland finishes saying that, and they're both like, look, as they're talking, they're looking up the wall, and you notice the walls go up 20 feet, and it looks like this whole corridor, all this that you can see is all magic, and based on your investigation and your perception skills, you're coming to think that this whole thing was just magically constructed. And based on what Mert said, you know, a mage created the place, literally probably created these walls. These walls are probably magical.
Mm-hmm.
It's not the normal architecture.
Let's see. Yeah, seems like everything we're surrounded by is made up of a spell.
And you would know if this was a spell, it would be not just multiple spells, but
Right.
lots of work, compounded work, a spellcaster would have to do to this level of environment.
I let the rest of the party know what I'm sensing, and that we need to be very careful and on our toes.
Are we still going towards the trapdoor? Is that what everyone wants to do?
Is this the door over here?
You're all. It's funny actually. You're all like huddled up around just the corner of this wall here. Rhea taking the point,
I
and
mean,
you're all like, "What are we doing?"
I sort of just want to make a beeline for that door, but
Yeah, I'm feeling the same way. I'm ready to go.
He's being polite. He's like, "I don't want to just run at it, but
Well,
I
the only
guess
problem
you
with-
want to too."
The only concern I would have is the wall of shame there with all the traps that
Well,
our
look,
predecessors suffered.
I trust Donovan. He found no traps when he searched. I think we'll be fine.
Well, up to this point.
Right. Up to where
And
Donovan.
my traps, I didn't see anything either. So
I'll rush up.
I understand.
I'll rush up next to Joanna. If I can see in her eyes, she's got that same look. She's just going to go. So I'm going to get up next to her and try and keep pace with her and do my best to look for traps. We're going to here, Joanna. Is that where you're walking towards? Is this a door right here?
further to.
Yeah, I'm not sure if that's where the door is.
And on the west wall of the alley is a relief sculpture of a humanoid skeleton with outstretched arms and a mouth open as if screaming.
Oh shit!
Where's that? At the end of the alley?
It is
right here,
along this corridor.
Can I do a perception check on that too?
On the west wall of the alley is a relief sculpture. Yeah, you can certainly do that.
I'd like to as well.
Go for it.
Yeah, because I'm waiting for that to come alive.
I don't think it's going to come alive.
I look at it and say, "Oh, what a."
I was thinking too, as a
pretty
general
picture.
rule, you don't have to even ask me for permission to roll. If you want to roll something, roll it and they'll say, "Hey, I just rolled this for my friend."
Okay.
You know, you don't need permission. You can tell me what you're.
And then if it's stupid, you can say, "Well, that's stupid."
Yeah, hit the wrong button. Sorry.
Very well.
DM, maybe you didn't hear
What
me.
is this?
Is this a door right here?
Oh, I didn't. I'm sorry. Hold on. It is a door. Yes.
All right. I'm guessing that's where Joanna might be headed. So I'm going to do my best to just scan between us and that door as I get up to. I can see. I know she's getting antsy. I'm going to do my best to see if there's any traps on the floor that may have something to do with that thing at the end of the hallway, and try and press myself up against this southern wall. I'm going to say south is down for all. Probably it is.
Wait a second. Were you saying Joanna was getting antsy?
Yeah, she's like already. She like just went right to the front.
Is that based on when? Is that based on the previous experience of the goblin?
Just like pushed
the goblin thing when she was like, "This is driving me crazy," and she just encouraged them to move forward, and yeah, that was pretty good.
That's, I think, just how she is. She likes to...
You're like building a reputation for yourself amongst the party. All right.
I rolled an 18 looking for traps going towards that door.
So, did
Nice.
Rhea see anything in the painting? Or no?
Yeah, inspecting the statue.
Still inspecting. Wait, the on the wall there.
Oh, you're gonna
the
go
relief
right up.
Sculpture of the humanoid skeleton.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I go up to look and inspect it.
Okay.
I'm gonna draw my bow and notch a.
And Rhea's perception.
Not
Okay,
sure.
Rhea. You notice a small iron button in the skull. The skull of the
Okay.
the skeleton in the relief sculpture.
Mhm.
I let the rest of the party know that there's some sort of button. I don't know if it opens this barred door or, what it does exactly, but I'm definitely wanting to press it.
I'll press it if you won't.
So is it a barred door or is it just a door?
Isn't a barred window? Isn't that what it said?
Yes, it's at a
It was a
barred
barred
window.
door, I heard.
No, it was barred window.
Pretty
Oh.
sure it was a window.
Yep, it was a window.
Barred in a window.
Well, if
That
you-
it was a secret door just past the barred window. Is that what it was?
50
So-
feet south of the barred window.
So I don't think it's this. It doesn't seem like it's this.
Well, south would be.
That's a good idea, though, to keep in mind. Look for a barred window for sure. A window shaped like a silhouette of a minstrel bard, of course, is what.
Right. Right.
Aren't they all?
Yeah.
I sort of like moved up to Rhea, and since she told the group, I'll sort of turn back to Joanna and Donovan at the door and like ask if maybe they could try opening the door if they want to, and maybe if that doesn't work, maybe it has something to do with this button.
Yeah,
But
I
this
wanted to
this
ask
is the
what
south wall, right?
I'm sorry, what did
And
you
you
say, Joanna?
notice there are
I wanted to ask what the door looks like because I'm standing like right in front of it.
Yeah. Oh,
Okay.
shit.
there are two doors there on that side of the corridor.
Mm-hmm.
The one Joanna is standing in front of. Well, they're all. This door is reinforced thick wood door. Yeah, just looks sturdy.
Is there a handle or hinges on this side of the
Nothing.
door?
Yes, there is a handle.
So it opens into whatever room's behind it. I'll stand to the side of the door, draw one of my pistols, and wait for Joanna to open the door if she wants to.
Yeah, I'm reaching for the handle and I'm gonna
Well, that,
try and wiggle it.
All right, Ray, are you doing anything further in your investigation of the sculpture there?
No.
All right, and by the way, there is a hold on a second, make sure I'm in the right spot. There's a second door in this corridor.
Yeah, at the end.
Right.
Okay, so just so you see it.
It's closer to Rhea and I, right?
Yes.
and that's on the north wall, right?
Yeah.
North. I think we're considering that east, right?
North
Well,
is where Rhea is, I believe.
if this statue is here, and you said this was the west wall, then this door. Where the hell did it go? Then
Hold
this
on,
would be.
Just to be sure, I'm going to back up to the beginning where it indicated the direction of things. So in the corridor with the arrows facing the mural,
Yeah.
the silver pointed east and gold pointed west. So to the right there is
Oh.
the
Then
east.
this is the north. This ends in the north corridor.
That's right.
So south is over here.
All right, so let me get back to this door here. Make sure I got the right door.
I'll look at the rest of the group and be like, she's gonna do it. She's gonna do it. Get ready. She's gonna do it.
Well, I've already got an arrow notched.
We can see each other at this point, or no?
Yes.
I hope so.
Yeah, we can see each
I'm
other.
assuming so. Yeah.
Yeah, because he said that Aldous started to see us popping in one by one.
Okay. You reach for the handle and go to open the door.
Yeah, just kind of not with so much force like I've done in the past, but
Okay.
if it
slowly.
opens, I'll peek. Yeah, slowly.
And I'll be listening.
You slowly open the door and see that the corridor has walls of dressed stone and thick cobwebs covering everything. To see anything more, you would have to open it further.
Can I roll for perception first before I open it further?
Definitely, yeah. You notice you're trying not to look too deep into the room for fear you might see something you don't want to see. But you see the edge of something, maybe a pit on the ground.
I'm gonna push the door fully open, but instead of taking a step forward, I'm gonna kind of take a step back.
Okay. You push the door open and you see that there is an open pit blocking the way. And here, let me adjust the map here. Move this door. Of course, I didn't make it big enough, so...
Damn, she's crazy. It's awesome.
Totally crazy. Oh my.
I've seen worse than whatever magic lies behind these walls.
I believe you.
All right, can you see
Oh,
into
wow.
the room now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's always worse.
It's a pretty big pit.
Doesn't look like anybody's gone this way in a while.
I don't think so.
There's an open pit blocking the way, 10 feet deep, approximately, based on you looking in the room at a distance here. 20 feet long, maybe?
Hmm.
To see the bottom of the pit, you'd have to move a little closer, I think. Let me get a good look here. Yeah, you would have to actually move up to it.
Would you need like dark vision or anything like that?
I can.
Right.
I can see better in the dark.
As can I.
It's just the angle to see down 10 feet. You know what I mean? So if you walked into the room, you'd be able to see. I'm not telling you to walk into the room, mind you.
But you're saying it's lit enough to see?
No, it's not. It's not really. You're having a hard time seeing. Does anyone have a light source?
I'm gonna say I do because we can see.
I set you up as a light source, so I figured that someone's gonna have.
I have my lantern.
Rhea can see better in the dark.
Yeah, a couple of you can see in the dark.
Maybe I can move up and just see if I see anything. Just peeking my head in.
Be careful.
Okay, you see the back edge of this pit clearly, but it's just a portion of it. Looks like it's lined with jagged, menacing spikes. And
Well,
who
we clearly
rolled a
can't go that
perception
way.
check last? Joanna rolled 14 perception. You judge an adventurer could safely climb down and up the wall. That'd be relatively easy. You'd have to make a roll, but not a very difficult one. You'd have to put it into strictly game terms. You'd have to watch your step, but you being the adventurers you are, you could definitely scale this down and then back out. If you did fall, could take some damage. Those are menacing spikes after all.
So before we go
Would it
this
look
way,
like? Would it look like we could maneuver around the spikes? Were we down on their level?
Say it again, I'm sorry.
It would look like we could maneuver around them if we were on spike level.
Yeah, it looks like maybe this was designed so that if you chase someone down here and they didn't have time to orient themselves, they may fall into the pit and impale themselves. But this is certainly not a danger to you in and of itself.
Right.
Donovan, are you thinking what I'm thinking? Let's open this other door before we go forward. Is that?
yeah, that's
Yeah,
what I'm
I was
thinking.
gonna say the same thing. I'm
Yeah, me
sort of
too.
by the door, so I would volunteer to peek in. Does that sound good?
Do it.
Yeah, so
She's like,
I'll do
"Yeah,
the same
yeah,
thing
do
that
it."
like I'm assuming it's like is the door kind of similar?
It is. Hold on, let me just read this last piece. So east, we determined, would be at the top of the screen. Right, okay. All right, so now we want to go to the other door, and you're going to approach
Yeah.
it the same way.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I'll just I'll turn the doorknob. If I'm able to open it, I'll just open it a little bit first to see what I can see, and I'll roll a perception as well. Not great, but
All right, so you put your hand on the handle and push gently, just like Joanna did.
mm-hmm.
You see, as you open this door, and the light from Donovan's lantern pours in onto this wall. You can see the wall decorated with colorful frescoes depicting a skyscape filled with all manner of flying creatures, from bumblebees to rocks. Large mythical flying creature. You've seen them in textbooks.
Is it like can I tell if it's like a larger room, or does it look like a corridor as well?
It looks like another corridor.
Okay.
Corridor. Ceiling is 20 feet high.
Move up and perceive the frescoes.
All right, so you're gonna open the door because it's kind of was just him opening the door a little bit like Joanna did before he did the full reveal.
yeah.
So go full door open and
Yeah.
allow everyone to take this in.
Yeah, I think once I see the frescoes, it seems like a more approachable.
Oh, this is
room.
nice.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and open it up as Elfgeist comes towards the door.
All right, Elfgeist, you see that almost about 15 feet above the floor, a row of short copper rods protrudes from either wall. Lightning arcs between these rods the entire length of the corridor.
Oof.
So these rods are running along the ceiling.
The ceiling's 20 feet high, like the rest of the walls in this place so far that you've seen.
You still can't see it on the map, though, DM. Anything, I mean.
Oh, shit. I have a DM's map I'm toggling between. Every time I leave it up, I forget that you can't see everything. So I will move it.
Nice
right
roll.
now.
Aye. Frescoes are beautiful.
Oh shit, man.
So
fuck.
mayhaps we press this button. What's the worst that could happen?
Yeah, we could.
Now
You
this
have
thing.
a point. You have a point.
Can I, while they're looking at that, I'll look at the statue. Can I determine if this is some kind of a trap or something like that?
Yep.
Or try.
Give me a.
9. Shit.
Looks good.
Looks good to me. No, 9's not bad. 9's good. It's not a 10. It's definitely not a 15.
Whoever pushes the button, don't stand right in front of it. I'm gonna press myself up against the wall right there, like this. I'm afraid something like fire is gonna flare out of this thing's mouth.
Yeah.
Meta, but that's where this mage hand would be nice.
The west wall is a relief sculpture of a humanoid skeleton with outstretched arms and a mouth open as if screaming.
Fuck.
Rhea noticed a small iron button set into the skull of this sculpture as if it was a hidden button. And you're standing across from 2 doorways that lead to corridors with creative-looking traps. Although nothing, like I said, you're all reasonably intelligent people. Nothing's going to force you to walk through either of those areas. So the exact intent is unknown, but both of those things looks like seemingly you could not get injured on.
Okay. I mean, I want to press this damn button. Like, if there's a button, I want to press it.
I don't know how 7 people haven't pressed that button. I'm like pressing every button in
Push
my
it.
I mean,
push it.
I'll sort of turn my head back and forth from this corridor, whose door we just opened, back to the statue, and I'll turn around towards the statue and I'll caress the skull of the statue, meandering my fingers up to the forehead. I'm assuming that's where the button is, and then pressing it. I'm sorry.
No, don't be.
You have to boop the nose.
Awesome.
A little boop.
Yeah. Totally got boop. Oh man. So yes, Aldous runs his hand up this sculpture and caresses down the side of the skull, pressing into the button, and
We all die.
Oh, it's
The floor
fire.
just like caves in and we all fall in.
Pressing the button causes the secret door in the west wall to swing inwards.
What?
Wait.
There's a secret door on this wall that swings in towards you slightly,
Okay, we can't see
like a
where the
well-balanced.
Okay,
which one, the black or the white?
it's this one.
I don't know what you mean, black or white.
It's this one.
Somebody just did there's
this-
black, there's white, there's blue.
Right by me.
All of them. That's all the same spot.
Yeah, so
Okay,
right where
'cause-
Donovan is.
Donovan will
All right, well, the
scream.
original white one or gray one was
Ah!
the other side. So I
Shit.
If anyone asks me a question, you're gonna have to ask again because I just heard a bunch of people.
So it's not open all of the way. It just the door kind of popped open.
That's right.
Okay.
Obviously a secret passage.
Okay.
I'm gonna walk up and swing that door open with full force. I'm like, this is too many doors at this point.
You're gonna push Donovan and me aside?
I'm gonna get out of the way. I see her coming.
I love that. Push me aside, Joanna. Push me aside. RP that. Please RP that.
Just grabs you by the face.
She like hip checks both of you. Just
Yeah, it's like more of like a shoulder deck kind of thing. Just like, yeah. So I'm not walking in the passageway. I'm just kind of like swinging it open.
He's like, step aside, tiny man. All right, and you see it is not numbered on my map. Hold on a second.
Oh boy.
It is a bare stone corridor, like it was meant to be a secret corridor, built to be a secret corridor. All these other passageways have frescoes and decorations and all sorts of architecture built into them, but not this corridor. This is obviously a secret passage, and it is, devoid of anything. Stone corridor.
We can't see it, just so you know.
Yeah, actually, I don't have a door there because it's a secret thing. I'm just going to pop you on the other side of it when the time comes here. When you say you're going to go into it.
Okay. I'll sort of look over at Joanna and sort of like nod towards the entrance, saying like I'm willing to go in if she is.
There's too many options.
Yeah, there's a lot.
And I don't have any sort of feeling about any of them.
I think we should check the secret door.
Yeah, I say there are many options, the secret one is always best.
It seems like the one of least resistance.
Agreed.
I'll do whatever everyone else votes on.
She hates it. She's like,
Yeah,
I
let's
hate
go.
this
Let's do
place.
Too
So many doors. I'll
I'm
do
just
what
a
you
door
say.
opener.
Oh, man. Oh,
Well,
sorry. Go ahead.
I'll go in. I'll go in to the
Okay.
secret passage.
And I follow.
Yep.
Nice. Let's get you guys into that secret passage, shall we?
If you see this
So-
little symbol, like I'm using icons, it's stealthy. So
Oh, okay.
One by
as much as
one,
possible.
see you guys, see each other go into this, what was a dark corridor until you lit it up with Donovan's light source. And obviously the people with dark vision. That's just to cover that. That's Elfgeist, Roland, and Rhea. The rest of you blokes is human.
Right. And Donovan
All right,
just has his lantern.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
don't know if you are able to just give us a counter on when Rhea's detect magic is going to.
Oh,
I believe it was a
see.
channel.
It would have been 10 minutes
Oh,
if you were constantly
had to-
channeling it.
Yeah, he had to concentrate the whole time. I think he did other stuff, so it ended
Yeah, I
already
did.
before. But the entire time, it was as if his brain was lit up with light, trying to. He wanted to stop it early just because it was like.
Definitely, it was overwhelming.
Yeah.
Too powerful.
Just magic everywhere is what it, technically is. All right. So you see that this corridor juts to the right a little bit, and then there's a stairwell up ahead.
And another door.
I'm afraid, yes, Joanna. There is another door.
I'm just kind of like huffing and puffing and running up to it.
I'm gonna just knock it down.
You're allowed to do
no.
whatever you want to do.
Yeah.
This is your playground, Joanna.
I support you.
We're gonna have to
Do
fight
whatever.
a door.
Mental note: do not enter the trophy area with Joanna ever.
All right. Joanna runs up the stairs, obviously frustrated with all the door opening. You sure you don't want to make someone else open it just for the sake of having someone else be the door opener? If not, feel free to swing that thing open.
I think it's more so that she's feeling like confusion about where she's at, and so by opening all of the doors, it's just so she can sort of feel a clarity of where she's at and why she's there.
That totally makes sense.
So I'm gonna just turn around to everyone, waiting for affirmation. Like, go ahead.
I'm like following closely behind Joanna, and I'll nod in approval because I'm more so just like eager to see what we can see here.
So you open the door, right? Just
So
so
just to make sure everyone's here first,
Yes.
and they are.
just so I'm not
I move
doing
up.
it. I just want to hear the words. I'm opening the door, and then I'll move the door. Anyone say it?
I'm just making sure everyone's ready to
Okay.
go before I do it.
That's cool. You take your time. Discuss amongst yourselves. You're all standing there. You're all pretty quiet for me. Are y'all scared?
I'm scared.
Maybe a sanity.
I don't think I'm
actually-
scared
A
at
little
all.
bit.
Yeah.
I'm not scared at all.
Yeah.
Aldous doesn't feel scared at all.
Well,
I'm a little freaked out from my vision.
Yeah.
I'm exceedingly wary, which is why I've got an arrow notched. I'm behind, just waiting for. I can't
very-
stop.
Very good point, Roland. Thank you for that information.
I have become one with the shadow, so I'm just chilling.
I'm just feeling confused, but since everybody's here with me, I'm feeling a little bit better about this one, so I'm gonna swing it open.
Well,
Ooh.
Looks like a reception room of sorts. At one time, this room was exquisitely luxurious, it looks like, but has been allowed to fall into disrepair.
Huh.
Even so, the overstuffed couches appear very comfortable, and the carpet has obviously been cared for, even if there is an obvious travel path worn into it.
Ooh. Where's the travel path lead?
There is no particular direction. You just see that it's well worn. To that,
I got you. Somebody's walked on the carpet before.
As Joanna swings open the door and we all catch a glimpse into the room, I see a couch and I immediately go towards it to lie down.
what? Why?
Or not lie down, to sit
What?
down.
he's gonna get comfy.
Okay, well, from behind, I'll say, "Whoa, be careful with that."
I'll turn around and I'll be like, "What do you mean? It's a couch."
Yeah, right. And we just signed a book before we got here, right?
Yeah, just like going to the, I don't want to say doctor. I don't know if they have do they have doctors in
Of
Waterdeep?
course. Yes.
It's just like going to the
Apothecary.
doctors.
Sears.
Yeah. Well, you might have to see one after sitting down on that thing. Just relax. Is it?
I
Are you
also move into the
feeling?
room.
So what's this room all about?
Are you feeling unnaturally tired?
Is there anything interesting?
A level of fatigue running
If
over
not,
you?
I mean, unless you find the plush.
What?
Wow.
furniture to be delightful for any reason.
Well, it could be delightful. Doesn't mean
He's taking a load off.
uh,
You,
uh,
you do see a door on the
One
east
or
wall.
two? What is this right here?
oh,
Right here.
Oh, I didn't see your
See?
mark.
Right
Okay,
here.
yeah,
I'm
that's
so distracted.
that's a door too.
Okay,
I was
so there's,
actually,
so there's two doors on this wall. As I come in, I'm going to look around not only for any obvious, hopefully obvious traps, but I'll also look for secret doors and walk the wall of the room back to where I'm standing just to check the room out. Carefully.
Cool.
And I suck.
You're rolling almost as well, better than I am.
Carefully running my hand across the wall, I'll crouch, looking at the floor for any markings that would indicate possibly a secret door, or as well as any obvious traps around the edges of the room.
Speaking of the sublime, before we get into this, I'm actually listening to my two sons duel each other and your mama jokes, probably not realizing that they share the same one. That's how simple they are.
I think that makes it okay or worse. I'm not sure.
I don't want to find out.
Hey, can
Wishing
all
I'm
you
not-
tell me what your passive perception numbers are?
9.
15.
14.
13.
I'm sorry, say that again. I talked right over you.
13.
Good one.
Also 13.
Wow.
All right, you all hear a faint voice from behind one of the eastern doors. And Elfgeist and Roland identify that the voice was exclaiming, "Entertain me!"
I'm going to tell everyone that.
Aldros, do not
And-
sit down.
Convey that I'm a little bit weirded out by it. They say the mage who built this alley watches still today. Could this be the voice who appeared in our heads? Have I not gone mad?
And are they talking to us?
Who else?
Somebody behind one
I
of those two doors?
I don't know.
Maybe behind the door.
Yeah, there could be anybody with them behind the door. Do I get?
It's only one way to find out.
Yeah. How about it, Joanna? Pick one.
Let's listen at the two doors. I'll listen at this one. Pressing my ear up against the wood.
You do it. Donovan puts his head up against the door, puts his hand up to quiet everyone. As soon as everyone is perfectly quiet and he has 2 seconds to fine tune his hearing, you hear nothing further.
Then I do the same at this door, since I'm here.
Elfgeist does the same. Cuts his hearing. Puts his finger over his other ear to close that one off. Waits a few seconds. You hear nothing further.
What to make of it?
You're pretty sure, though, Elfgeist, that you heard that noise come from the other door.
I'll look at Joanna and
And
say,
then say, I think that. No, I just think that that noise is coming from that other door. It's not here. I know that.
I'll look at Joanna and say,
I think we should open it.
all right, I'm going to take my turn. I'll crack my neck. Is there a door handle on this side?
Yes.
All right. I didn't notice any traps in this door, so I will crack the door open. If it will open. Oh. I'll push it open then.
You see a statue.
Huh.
A solid bronze statue of the wizard Kyler. So it says on the statue's base. The eyes seem to follow you as you look at it.
I'm gonna say out loud to the group, what is this, some kind of fun house?
What, not having fun?
Ooh. Is that what I heard?
No, I'm so sorry. No.
Oh, I got kind of, I was like, oh, ooh.
that was your DM, not your that was your DM, not your DM.
Not the one saying entertain me.
Right. It was not the voice saying entertain me. So sorry.
What's the
It's okay.
the pose of this statue? He has a hand out, or
It's Billy Penn, the top of City Hall. That's what it looks like.
Let's see here. Nothing particular to speak of. Yeah, he has one hand up, the other hand is down by his side. Look like he's holding something. It's not real detailed. A baton or something in his hand. The most striking thing is that like every time you like check out another portion of the statue, you're like looking at the hand and you just glance back up at the eyes and like they're still looking down at you. And you notice from whatever angle you're like, things looking at me.
Everyone, I have an idea. Let's all get in here and try to make it look at us all at the same time.
That'll teach him.
On the wall is a phrase scrawled in common. Utter madness. Pure rubbish. Pure rubbish is written in capital letters, larger letters.
Do we know the importance of this statue? Like, could it maybe have been the mage that created Blue Alley?
You remember from the story Mert told you? Yes, this is that mage. He pronounced it differently than you would from this spelling. It's spelled Keilir. Kyler. Mert said something like healer. Something like that.
I look at Aldous. I say, Aldous, you delved into the dark arts. Can you speak with the dead?
I'll turn to Elfgeist and I'll tell him that I do speak primordial. I've come to realize that in my past experiences I've gained certain dark languages, including abyssal, infernal, and primordial.
Boy,
I've gained those knowledges without any effort on my part.
I just nod.
How forthcoming of you.
Well, I figure as long as we're fighting together, we're putting our lives on the line together. me being completely honest with this group isn't too big of a deal.
You're among friends
I'm an
here.
open book, and I'll say, and I'll laugh, kind of like nervously.
You're among friends here, Aldous. So he wants to be
Aldous,
entertained.
do a sanity check.
Okay, I'll do a sanity check. Nine.
Nothing to speak of. You feel pretty solid.
That's right.
He said he wanted to be
That little
entertained.
nub on the base of your spine coming along too.
Nice.
All right. Hey, actually, let's do a bio break and just take note that it's 10 of 10. We're going to play for 40 more minutes and then cut it off so people can get on with their evenings and stuff.
Okay.
Let's take a 5-minute, do the bio thing, come back, and destroy Blue Alley.
Sounds
right
good.
back.
Good.
All right. Joanna asked if there was a lever or something. So she's inspecting the statue right now. You did see there was a nameplate on this statue. And you guys have been discussing amongst yourselves about the previous 2 corridors and how to possibly circumvent those pitfalls. And you guys are having that discussion while Joanna checks out this.
I think Elfgeist is checking it out too.
Yeah, if I could use that roll, that'd be really, really great.
Yeah, it was a good roll.
Yeah, I saw him roll it. It's legit.
Yeah, I can
Have you-
corroborate.
Everyone saw the nameplate. Have you guys discussed that at all?
And reading, it was utter madness, pure rubbish. And what's
Wow.
the nameplate has the wizard's name, and what else does it say?
It just says the wizard's name.
Oh, that's it.
Okay. I think we're all pretty much in agreement that that's the mage that created
Yep.
Blue Alley.
He wants to be entertained.
Yeah.
Joanna's doing a good job. She's just like pushing towards it with the shit.
Solid bronze statue you see. You're not finding and you keep the same as Donovan noted. Every time you're checking out this statue, you can't help but notice, you glance up and see the eyes follow you wherever you are. You're on one side of the statue, eyes are on you. You're on the other side of the statue checking it out. What's your last perception check? Joanna?
Elfgeist rolled a 21.
Yeah, Elfgeist.
Her last was 14.
You think there may be some kind of enchantment on the statue.
There you go, Joanna. Good roll.
But I can't tell.
It's like this faint glow about it. You can't really discern. You're like, there must be something, some enchant. Maybe there's like a little force field on it to protect it or something like that. Your arcane knowledge, what you know of the arcane is speaking to you.
So
Speak the words. Say what
very,
it says on the
very
wall.
on. Very good.
You're muted.
I say utter madness, pure rubbish.
Ah, ah, ah. You hear that laughter. You all hear it.
Mm. Maybe that's not not everything he wants. Maybe he wants more than that.
He's watching.
Yeah, what are you doing now that you all feel like you're being watched? Y'all just standing there like
Nope.
looking at each other.
I'm gonna tumble into the room. I'll put my lantern down, drop my leather strap across my rapier and imp sticker, tumble once onto my hands, walk on my hands, push off with my hands into a stance in front of the statue right by Joanna, and then bow. Trying to impress him with my acrobatics. Can I roll a check?
Definitely have to roll a check.
Yeah, whatever. Give it a shot. 16.
All right.
And then
And what do you land? You land in a split, like a full split, all the way down on the floor, with your hands out to your side, like ta-da!
and
Is
I'll
that,
say
like, the
utter.
end of your little repertoire.
I'll say utter madness, pure rubbish at the statue when I do it.
In the other room, you hear me like clapping.
Thanks, Elvis.
I've become hyper vigilant, and I'm looking right all over. Again, arrow notched in bow.
I should move myself because now I'm in here with Joanna and Elfgeist, kind of next to her. And
After about a minute passes, you're still sitting there, Donovan, with
And I'm
splayed
hoping that
out
door doesn't
in the
shut.
split with your arms out, still like mouthing the ta-da you did at the end of your little display. Almost a full minute goes by, and you start resting your hands, and you hear, "Well, do you have a riddle for me?"
oh, I'll stand up. Yeah, oh no, I'll reach out for Joanna because my legs are cramping and ask her to help me get up.
I'll like easily pick him up and place him back down.
Thank you, like a baby.
Yeah.
Thanks. I have a riddle. I have a riddle for you. What belongs only to you, but only others can use it? But only others use it.
Oh, oh, oh.
Get him, Donnie.
You don't hear anything in reply.
Ha! Gotcha! Utter madness, pure rubbish. Show us where the stone is.
What might and strength cannot get through, this tool with a soft touch can do.
I'm reaching for whatever's in his hand.
What might and what was it? What might and
Key. It was a key.
ah, good job. Say it out loud.
Ah, and at the same time, the answer, of course, is a key. Very good.
Well done, Roland.
And as Joanna reaches for what's in his hand, this stone statue seems to hand her that small baton-looking thing, and it takes what looks inanimate and stone suddenly becomes obviously real. It is a wand, and it looks like it's constructed of many low-quality emeralds fused together.
Nice.
It looks like there's an inscription along the edge that you can't, Joanna, you cannot read.
Perhaps Rhea or Aldous. Good job. Well done, Roland.
Good
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah, can I go up and try to give it a read?
Yeah, can you remind me what languages you speak? Or read, rather?
Common, Dwarvish, and Elvish.
Wait, you're all piling up in that room?
Yeah. Come on in. It's awesome. You
Well,
answered the
Joanna's
riddle.
holding.
Come in. I'm gonna stand. Wait a minute. I'm gonna stand in the doorway for fear that you're gonna need a key to get the hell out of there when the door shuts on you.
This is the key. This thing's the key.
And hope. Yeah. Well, when you go grab it out of its hand, if it shuts the door, and hopefully I don't get cut in half.
No, she already did. Joanna's already got it. Oh,
Okay.
This is
Well, I'm
exciting.
still in the doorway.
Aldous, come here. You got to see this.
Right?
I'll step in as well.
That was pretty impressive to witness. Anyone who was,
Yeah.
I assume everyone in that area got wind of this, these things that happened at the same time where Roland answered the riddle and the statue of Keeler confirmed the answer to the riddle, and at the same time, Joanna received this one.
I didn't.
But Rhea, you don't recognize what this says on here.
I'm not seeing that thing at all. I'm looking everywhere but that.
I speak Common and Orc. I don't know if that.
So Rhea passes it to Joanna. Back to Joanna. Joanna's checking it out. You cannot read these inscriptions.
Damn.
I'm gonna
Read.
hand it to Aldous.
Read Goblin. That'd be the only other.
Joanna hands it over to Aldous. Aldous starts checking it out, running his finger along it, kind
Isn't
of
there a
with the care that he did with the skeleton on the wall.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm sorry, Ray, what did you just say?
About which languages?
Yeah, what languages do you... Oh, well, I know you speak Abyssal, right?
Common, Dwarvish, and Elvish.
Yeah, Ray.
I believe Aldous can speak Abyssal.
Yeah, I can speak Abyssal, Infernal, Primordial.
You see that this is written in Abyssal.
Yeah.
So awesome.
This is probably the first time I'm getting to read
So
it.
you just noticed it's written in Abyssal, and you kind of look up like you say to yourself, "Oh, goody, goody."
Yeah, I'm super excited.
But do you actually read it? And do you
Yes,
read? And
yeah.
do you read it aloud, or do you read it to yourself?
I'll read it to myself first, and then once I decipher it, I'll translate it to everybody.
Okay.
Good call.
I'm gonna whisper it to you.
Okay.
That was awesome. Joanna's balls going in. We got Aldous' Abyssal and Roland answering. You guys should all get inspiration.
Yeah.
Hint, hint, DM.
I love how Joanna was like reaching for the hand as Roland answered the riddle, you know?
She's already like, give it to me. It's great.
All right, my apologies. I had a
You're good.
yes.
Goblin issue.
No, someone, I guess, used the last sheet of toilet paper. And
There,
didn't
I just whispered it to you, Aldous.
bother. I had someone stranded in there.
That's what you read along the edge of this.
Okay. I'll sort of like take a minute to process it, and then somberly I'll say, it says, all that is yours is mine, and what is mine cannot be hidden.
Okay.
I haven't the slightest idea what that could mean.
He sees all. I don't know that that's an issue.
I believe there are deeper meanings behind these words.
That's for certain. I think
Could be, but
we've learned that so far.
All that is yours is mine, and what is mine cannot be hidden.
so we're going to be exposed.
Right. I mean, it's
whom?
saying basically like what you have is mine. You can't hide from me, basically.
Oh, are we going to be marked in some fashion?
I don't know.
Have we just become marked?
And all of a sudden, while you're discussing this, you see a small creature walk into the room, the size of a halfling maybe, but it has a brown cloak pointed at the top with a hood on it, almost like
Jawa.
a complete triangle to the ground. And then you see another one behind it, and then another one, and then another one.
From where?
And these little figures walk in through the door and apparently immediately start tidying. One of them even has a little dustpan, and one of them's righting one of the sofas, straightening it. There's the smallest bit of litter that he scrapes up into the dustpan. You can't see their faces. It's just like a dark little space between where this hood comes down, and these creatures move about, tidying the place.
Which door
And-
did they come through?
In the other room. Is that what you mean? In the big room?
Yeah, in the room that you guys are in.
We're all in
They're
the
in the
small.
room with
We're all in the
Do
small
you have
room.
do you have a picture
No,
of these
they're in-
characters?
I
You sound like
don't.
Jawa.
It's all in your theater of the mind.
What do they sound like?
There's no sound other than the slight scuffle of their tiny cloaks against the carpet, or when it brushes against the sofa.
Did
And
Roland
you hear, of course, the sofa against the floor, but otherwise these creatures make no.
did Roland see where they came from?
The door.
I hope so.
Well, there's
Which door?
There's 3 doors in the room.
The one you guys came in, the open one.
This
so from the
thing?
secret
Yeah.
passage.
Yep.
Over here.
Yep.
I'll sort of like with the wand in my hand, I'll like while I'm looking at it, and as we all notice these figures coming into the room, I sense that they're not hostile. So I'll sort of slowly walk back into the room, and is there one that's sort of like closer to where we are?
Well, he's the one I got that arrow lined up at his head. So yeah.
I'll sort of like make my way towards that one, and I'll sort of like kneel down to get on their level, and
He stops in front of you when you do that.
I'll gesture like towards what I'm holding, the wand, and ask him in common, like, do you know anything about this?
Oh shit. Wait a minute. That inscription could be empowering the wand and its holder so that no one can hide anything from you.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Well, he doesn't say anything, this little creature, and he does kind of mirror your motion, though. He makes this slight motion with his hand that slightly resembles the motion you just made towards him, but that's the only thing you could imagine he was just doing by his little motion. And he seems to like shrug his little shoulders, and then he moves about his business, tidying, as
Okay.
they all are.
So I kind of want to use Awakened Mind. because I'm sort of like, I'm assuming that they can't understand me. So awakened mind is, I don't know if I can put this in the chat, but it's an ability I get through being a patron of a great old one.
Yeah,
It
click
says,
on. I think we have it in there. Click on it. It should
okay, let's
populate the
see.
chat.
If it's got the word
Let's
bubble,
see.
I
there
think
it is.
we've done
Okay,
it
yeah,
before.
there you go, there you go.
That's awesome.
So it allows me to communicate telepathically with a creature.
Yep.
You don't need to share a language for it to understand what you're saying, but the creature must be able to understand at least one language. And I would sort of repeat the same thing telepathically. You know, do you know anything about this item? Is basically what I would say.
He seems to give you that same little shoulder shrug. Now, kind of confirms that what he was doing a second ago, maybe, because he does it again in response to what you're doing. But let me see here.
Right.
You can communicate telepathically with any creature you can see to share the language. Yeah, and from his response, you could gather that he understood what you said.
Okay. So I guess like what I'm gaining from them is they just kind of they just work here. They don't really know much about anything else.
Yeah, and when you were close to him, you did see that underneath that little cloak he's wearing is even a smaller creature that had somewhat kind of like a goblin, obviously still a humanoid shape creature, but maybe looks like kind of like a goblin. You haven't seen this kind of creature before. But again, he goes about his business.
Okay. Well, yeah, I'll stand back up and sort of look back at the group, like, shruggingly.
I'll look at Rhea and Joanna and be like, well, there's another door in the corner.
Yeah, we can give that a shot. I think we should.
Agreed.
Me too.
Door opener.
They're wrong.
That was Donovan last time.
Yeah, that was Donovan.
I will go up and I'll open the door.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see behind this door.
It won't let me move.
Oh, you gotta go through the door
It won't?
where Roland's standing. Yeah, you should be able to go straight down and then to the left.
Oh, are you stuck in the room?
There it
Oh,
goes.
okay.
There she goes.
What are physics?
Let me grab that door out of you. You're opening the door, right?
Yeah.
All right.
Well,
There is a
Oh.
stairwell. Let me just check this info here. Make sure. Anyone that's doing literally anything, you have to let me know what you're doing.
I'm looking for traps while I move forward, so I'll roll a check.
Nice. Look for trap. Standard.
22.
Describe what you're doing to look for traps just in a few utterances.
I will step up close to Joanna and Rhea and looking at the walls, looking at the floors for any obvious distortions, pressure plates, holes in the walls that may indicate something, slits, just trying to see past them to anything that might activate or... And I'll be bobbing up and down to kind of see past. Rhea is a little easier because I can see over Rhea, but as soon as Joanna steps up, I'm going to have to be like looking over her shoulder. And be ready to shout a warning to the first person that steps through the
Everything
door.
looks clear. We haven't found anything.
I think we're good.
I'll tuck the wand into like my inside cloak pocket, for safekeeping, just so everybody knows.
And again,
I'm just. Oh, go ahead.
I'm warily looking for any type of movement or anything that's going to need, a reaction with, again, arrow notched and bow, and just keeping an eye out for any kind of furtive movement or any type of attack, including a door shutting or anything like that, or a trap door or whatever, which is what I just rolled for. Was general perception.
Yep.
I'm just watching.
Yeah, you guys are finding
the-
nothing in here. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
But I'm also just watching this whole place, this whole strange, mystifying place that would give a wand for solving a riddle. And I'm also watching how my party members are responding to the place and like how they're, interacting with each other and just taking it all in.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of like that.
Very good. Definitely what you should be doing with these newly found friends of yours, trying to understand the group dynamics. I get it. You might have to depend on one of these people to save your life one of these days. Maybe even tonight.
Maybe.
I don't know about that.
Lot could happen in 5 minutes.
All right, well, everyone's done a good amount of inspecting of this, the entranceway to this portion of corridor. No one's coming up with anything. There's nothing apparent. Donovan's done some pretty deep, like looking at making sure the grout matches as he looks ahead a little bit. He doesn't see any inconsistencies in the walls or the plates that they're walking on, tiles.
Well, I'll just see if that wand reveals anything.
That's a good point. As like Roland says that, maybe I'll like slowly walk up like next to Rhea and Joanna, and I'll take the wand out and I'll sort of just like point it like in the doorway and see if that does anything.
Aldous raises his hand in a purposeful way with this wand. Does a little motion with the wand, like he really means it.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing comes of it, though.
Say the words.
I'll try it again, and I'll say, "All that is yours is mine, and what is mine cannot be hidden." Sort of closing my eyes, hoping that there'll be a different reaction.
You get no reaction.
Okay. Well, we'll certainly need it later, though, and I'll tuck it back
Certainly.
into my cloak.
Maybe there's just nothing there yet.
Yeah.
Not that I know a damn thing about any kind of magic and things.
All right, who's gonna lead the way, Rhea?
Yeah, I go down and start to peek my head around the corner to see if there's anything.
I can already see Joanna like at the edge, like I'm going too. I'm gonna follow closely. I'm gonna follow closely behind her, where I feel safe.
Yeah. In my head, I'm just sort of thinking it's a stairwell.
Yeah.
There's nothing to peek around. Let's go.
Ooh.
And
I'll follow as well.
And you move up to where you just moved your tokens, and nothing has happened.
Ooh, what's this? What's this down here?
You do see it. You do see a door there. We are gonna wrap up in 2 minutes, so if you want to do any last scenes in this new corridor you found within Blue Alley, let's have at it, and then we'll call it a session. Sorry for the apparent lack of progress, but I mean, from my perspective, you've made a lot of progress, if that means anything to you.
Yeah, well.
No, I mean, I feel like we've done quite a bit.
Uh-huh.
Nobody got
Mhm.
Open a
killed.
lot of
Victory is the
doors.
destination.
No one died, and we found the secret door. So, and Aldous now has the wand that hopefully is going to be the thing that helps us. So,
Yeah, maybe some sort of key.
with this map,
We're also just on one side of Blue Alley, so there's a whole other side that we
Yeah.
haven't explored.
we'll go back out that way.
There are also like 2 other wings of this side we haven't explored.
Mhm.
Get the whole gold section too.
Well, and the 2 corridors that you completely bypassed just because they had like apparently dangerous
Right.
looking
Yep,
things
death
in
traps.
front of them.
They're,
Yeah.
they're scary.
I
don't
have
like
no idea why.
danger.
I have no idea why you chose not to go down those corridors.
No idea.
I don't like to climb. I don't like to climb things.
Mm.
I love that episode when you guys were running on the roof. And like Aldous was like holding the hem of his robe, and he almost fell off when he first tried to get up the side of the building. It was
Yeah.
he was
I was
hanging
about to
on.
not do it. I was about to just not do it and let
I
Donovan do it.
when I listened back to it, I felt bad because I think I was like, if you want to see what he's seeing, you better get up there. And you're like, okay, I'll go up there. And then I was like, oh, he could have stayed down. Anyway,
Yeah.
that was fun.
Cool.
Yeah, it was.
No, I,
Yeah, this
I
is
actually
great.
feel like we've
Thank you
gotten.
guys for playing.
I feel like we got a good way into this. So
Oh, that's
Yeah.
fine. Whatever the status, I mean, I hope everyone's having fun minute to minute for 2 hours. So,
it didn't feel
Yeah.
like 2
'Cause
hours.
It went by quickly.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, it went by really fast.
all right, it's 10:30. We'll sign off. I'm gonna finish this bourbon if anyone wants to hang out. But as for the game proper, we will pick up here. I don't have a date in mind, but again, I know when Alex and Michael are away. Just throw ideas at me. It'll most likely be a Wednesday or a Sunday, and we'll take it from there. Thank you, everyone. You're great. I love
Yeah.
having you here.
Thank you.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Love you
My
guys.
pleasure.
See yous.
Yeah.
Me too. Be cool.